play Spindler today. Are you going to play it with the music or from memory?
From memory.
All right. Let me grab my pencil here. And I'm going to just move back up a little bit and let you just give us a wonderful performance, a spirited performance, okay? Certainly accomplished a lot with this piece. I see you've got a little chart here. I guess you use a detailed chart to work on all your sections. You want to hold that up to the camera and see what you were up to? That's good. All right. Okay, so let's just put that to the side. And I am so pleased that your memory work and everything. I know you had just a little bobble, but my goodness, you're not planning to perform this till October 16th. So you have like 3 weeks, right, or something. And, you know, I know we haven't talked about the little jump points, but I would like you to maybe have some of those just to be sure you're solid with your memory plan. So let's just work on some polished things. There's not a lot to work on. Of course, vivo is lively, right? Okay. So what are the things we do to this piece to make it lively?
Make it faster, make the
Speak really loud, okay, sweetie?
Make it faster, make the dynamics really sharp, and make sure all the phrasing is correct.
Right, the articulation, the little da-da-da, and we lift that, right? So let's just, we do want to speed it up a little bit, and we'll be doing that over the next couple weeks before your recital. But show me just your right hand of your opening and how crisp and quick you can make your right hand. Let's drop into the key a little more. There you go. Beautiful, and you taper it off a little bit. Now, there's something about the left hand that can be shaped. And we know here we have dissonance, and then what happens? Resolve, right? Whoops, F sharp in the middle. Right, so as the right hand tapers, this can have more sound, less sound to participate in that shaping. Yeah, make sure everything's right. So let's do this whole first phrase now. And all we're focusing on right now is shaping that left hand when we get to the end of the cadence there.
Hands together?
Yes, and make sure you have really nice, alive energy at the end of your fingers. Yeah, yeah, sometimes it won't come out, but that's something we can work on. Now, of course, right here you have very good shaping. I think right in here is where you had a little bit of your memory issue. Could we play 9 to 16? And I really want you to think about, I know that you've already worked on balance, you know, bringing out your melody. I think it could be just a tad more. So we want to think about, the right hand when it crosses over and here, and the left hand just rocking back and forth gently. Not loud at all. Yes. Beautiful. Right. Very nice, very nice. I forgot something I wanted to mention right before that. When you have this downward scale, I know you're wanting to taper off, but what happens sometimes is when we get softer, this gets a little bit unclear, a little bit mumbly, or So let's have a sparkly scale here. And because the whole section's forte, I don't think you need to get that soft. That would allow you to keep it exciting through there. So just that 2 measures with a sparkly scale. You don't have to play the left hand, just play the right hand first. Yeah, it's hard to start right cold, isn't it? Do it one more time now and just put an ever so slight decrescendo at the end. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's really hard to keep it clear and be decrescendo at the same time. So that's something also that we can work on. Let's try 2 hands right there and go ahead and put that decrescendo in. Do you need to start back a little bit? Would that be easier? Or it's up to you. Up to you. Great. See what I'm talking about? It's sort of mumbly there. Excuse me. One last thing, and then we'll move on. But make sure when the left hand comes in that it's just as sparkly as the beginning. Let's do this. Could you just play measure 1 and then play measure 5, and let's see if they're the same kind of brightness, okay? Go ahead and put your left hand up there so it's ready. Yeah, and I realize it's lower on the piano, but it still needs to have that energy. Can we try it one more time? Yeah, okay, that's coming along. All right, your bridge is beautiful. I love your rubato, how you kind of build the excitement, and then you put us into the A section again. Very nice, very nice. So the chords, they're a surprise, aren't they? Because what was the dynamic? It was forte, and then you, of course, are going to have your little taper again, listening for clarity there, of course. And then who would have thought that there would be these big, A minor chords all of a sudden in the C major piece? So, by the way, how does A minor relate to C major?
A minor and C major have no sharps or flats.
Right, they're relatives. They have the same key signature, they actually use the same keys, right? One of them just plays from C to C, the other from A to A. And then we have a G sharp there, which tells you what?
In G? No.
In A minor, when do we have a G sharp?
Harmonic.
Harmonic form, very good. And make sure you say it nice and loud, okay? Because I don't know how that sounds picking up. Now, my opinion of your chords is that they're very big and maybe a little too big, maybe a little harsh sounding even. So I was thinking when you were playing, what can we do? You are playing with a forward stroke, which is great. Besides backing off ever so slightly, it came to my mind that maybe you could shape those. And if you shape them a little bit, it wouldn't have this, harsh, harsh, harsh. It wouldn't all be so strong sounding. So what could we do? What kind of shape could we put right there on those chords?
Maybe make the second one a little bit louder than the first one.
Okay, and then what would you do for the third one?
Make it a little bit quieter.
Let's try it. Let's see what you think. What do you think? That's interesting. What else could you do? So you went less, more, less. Basically, you shaped it like that, right? Can I do it? Crescendo, decrescendo.
Maybe
Okay.
the opposite.
Let's try the opposite. Which one do you like? Now on the second one, I'd like to try the second one more time though. Don't get quite so soft, right? Because you don't want to entirely change the dynamic. Okay, now back to the first one. Yeah. It's interesting because it's almost like I'm loud, now I'm more insistent, and then I back off a little bit. And really it's your decision what you want to do. Now you have the same thing here, but it's no longer an A minor chord. What is that one?
F major?
So look at the spelling of your chord there. You have a D, you have a D and an A, yeah. D minor. Okay, so I want you to do this. I want you to play the A minor chord, then I want you to play the D major chord, just side by side. Right here, this chord, then this chord. You need two hands, right? Play this, then play that. So the D minor is higher or lower?
Higher.
So do you think it might be a little more insistent or a little more dramatic being higher? Or do you think the A minor one is more dramatic?
I think the D minor one is a little bit more dramatic.
It seems to be. It seems to be. It's kind of like he said something and now he's saying it again in a higher, that would be transposed, right? Higher register on the piano. Okay, so maybe on this one, I guess maybe save a little on that one for that one. Just an idea. Simon, that was really good. I really like that. This one might have been slightly soft. I know you're experimenting. Make sure that is very clean and clear. You have to have very strong fingers. Even though it's soft, your fingers are still firm. Can you do that? And the idea is that you could even put shape in that, right? Because sometimes that helps our technique. It's an easy way to help our technique. All right, now, there is a place on this page where you kind of got a little fast or you rushed a bit. Would you happen to know? I wasn't thinking of that. It could be that. It seemed like your E section started very steady, and then this, I'm not sure if it's because that it's repeating or what. So, do we have a metronome mark we had set for this?
I don't think so.
You don't remember on your practice sheet?
Oh, wait, no, I think it was like 80 or 80.
Okay, 8. Oh, look at that. I have a, whoops. Turn it up here. Dum, dum, bum, 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 bum. Let's just try that. Play from here to the downbeat of 54, okay? And let's just listen for a real steady beat. Okay, so just maybe turn the metronome on, here and there. Remember that's connected, right? Not, I didn't notice that earlier, but maybe you were concentrating on other things, right? This part is mezzo forte, right?
Yeah.
So you were really emphasizing the beginning of your phrase, right? Sorry. I don't know that it needs that much. It kind of takes away from the conversation a little bit. So I just want to do, we won't worry about the metronome, just do this a little bit. And don't give me so much sound on the downbeat, okay? Okay, and I really like that you are detaching your left